All right, so it's a big day in the Freedom Farms chicken world. Chicken tractors are out, ready to go. Tarps are on. That's requiring a tarp. We have another one requiring a tarp, but the chickens are making their way out to peck at the ground. We made a few mistakes last year in that we left the chickens for too long in one spot. And this ground, I thought it would come back here with spring and rain and all that, but it hasn't caught yet. So I may have to reseed just a little bit of this. It's starting to come back, but the old 40-20 war horse has brought the chickens out. So we'll come take a look at the chickens here. And here they are. These beautiful birds getting ready to go out onto the pasture, one at a time. And this is their first time outside. Again, this is our first batch of winter chickens, so they're making their first trip out here. So there they are. So we'll come back in a little while and check these guys out. All right, so there they are. The corral on wheels is empty, and here they are. They are moved into their outdoor corral, loving the grass. I know it's a little hard to see. We're not focusing, but there she goes. 40-20 on the move. So we have about 350 more chickens, or more actually, to bring out here. So you can see they got really nice grass to peck at, and this is how we're going to finish these chickens out over the next couple weeks. So we got this corral ready to go, we got the other corral ready to go, and we were just talking, we're probably gonna have to get these other two in play. So they got a good runway here, and again, one of our goals this year was to really get the chicken crop going strong, because we, as I said in the last video, we sold out our almost 500 chickens in just a few hours. So our customers are really excited for chickens, and we are too. They're amazing, they taste amazing, and you know, once we get these guys a little bit closer to their butchering date, we're going to open up our next pre-order for chickens. So we'll have another 500, and I think we're going to order probably another set of 500 here. So it's you know, it's a game trying to get this thing right. We only have so many chicken tractors, and we only have so much space here, because we do use this for the cows too, to buzz down as well. So we're again, that quest for land and using as much grass as we can appropriately and effectively is super important for us. So but chickens, that's a huge seller for us. And oh my gosh, out there, I don't think you could see it, but there's a bald eagle flying by. Well, so that's what we got, but we'll be out in a little while and check on these guys throughout the day. So that's the chickens, that's the theme of our day, and we're happy to get them outside where they belong. All right, well, next phase of the day, the pigs are getting some chow. We're gonna probably be sending in about 6 of these guys, and I'm not sure her name, but she always asks, do your dairy cows ever go out? And there they are, they're out. There's also a truck headed away. We just sold a couple piglets to a really nice family, and what's been amazing for us, there's Lauren doing the weed whacking. That's her summer specialty, summer exercise. Actually, so we've been selling live animals on the pig side, just pigs, because we have a huge crop. And man, we've met some really nice people. When we first started, you know, Lauren kind of put a line in the sand, we're not selling live animals, I don't want them going to a bad home, blah, 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 blah. But fortunately enough, we've met some really amazing people that are really passionate farmers, and you know, came here and they're, you know, just want to do the right thing and raise great pigs. So pretty cool. So these guys are getting watered out now. This group's eating. There's our big pile out there. Those tractor ruts kill me. Every day I see them and it drives me nuts, but For those of you that know this region, it is a nightmare for mud. And we are just so happy that the ground is turning green and the grass is growing. You can see the other group of pigs over there. And yeah, we're waiting for this grass to jump. We definitely got to spread some of that pile, get this grass rolling, but it's a process. And yeah, man, I know I'm speaking slow today because I'm just like so amazed about this beautiful day. The sun is fantastic, and I feel like just in the last day the grass has grown even more. So we're pumped for that. These are our outdoor pigs, and yeah, it's a good day. Like I showed you earlier, those chickens going out was a really big deal for us because you know, we love raising our chickens out on pasture. The flavor profile is amazing. Everything is different when you raise them out on pasture. So we're pumped for that. It's obviously a bit more work. Look at these guys all fighting for food. So it's a bit more work, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Our customers really value the pasture raised birds. Like I said, I can't believe it. Even on our end, we sold 500 birds in just a few hours. And that's, I bring that up multiple times too, because I can't believe it. I can't believe how into chicken people are. And if it was up to me, I'd raise 10,000 birds this year. We just don't have the land profile to do it. We may have to look into some partners. So if anybody's in our area that wants to raise birds, let us know, reach out. And maybe we could work together on that, and we can co-farm. You know, the couple that just came here to purchase those piglets, they you know, they're old farmers, really nice, really nice people. And you know, the gentleman was saying, you know, I love to farm, but I hate to market. And that's one of those things that's an absolute truth for so many farmers today. They don't like to market, they love to farm. And what we found, unfortunately, is that a lot of them get frustrated with farming because they realize the cost is so high, and they say, okay, well, how are we going to make a living at this? And you're getting a lot of folks quitting. Sorry, I had to pick up a bill. You know, some people too, like they think I talk about the finances a lot, but look at this bill right here. I'm going to show you that bill. That's feed right there from just a few days ago. That's our feed bill. $2,000 pretty much just for this week, and next week another one will come in with it. So but yeah, like I was saying, you know, a lot of farmers, they hate the marketing side, and they feel so pressured to do it because that's the lifeblood of, there she is. This is our professional weed whacker here at Freedom Farms. But they feel so pressured, you know, to make sales and to market, because they don't want to lose their farm. They don't want to give their farm away. And rightfully so. Why would these people have worked so hard to keep these farms going? And these are generational farms. And it's sad to see farms closing down because of, you know, again, the cost to do business. The cost to do business is really huge. So, you know, for us, we've gotten the opportunity to work with some amazing farmers, and not, I don't want to say help them, because that's not the right word to use, but we've had the opportunity to partner with them so that they could continue to farm and do what they love, and that we could continue to do what we love, which is getting great farm fresh meat in the hands of customers around the country, and even more specifically the New York, Metro, New Jersey, Connecticut, Northeast region, and Florida. But again, we do service the whole country, and everybody's winning. And that's something today that is hard to find, because in some farming communities, and we've even seen it here, there's this competitiveness amongst the farmers. And I'm from sports, so I love good competitiveness, but there's competitiveness, or being competitive, and then there's stupidity. And if you could work together with other people as a team to do well and make some magic happen together, you should always do it. So that's how these small family farms are going to stay alive. That's how these family farms are going to continue to run and operate regardless of expenditures like this, right? We can overcome this, but we have to work together to do it. And if we're going to start, you know, competing and trying to take each other down in the farming world, you know, we're going to be our own worst enemies here, and that's not going to work. So we can't do it. Like, I take care of cutting the lawn, and she takes care of the weed whacking. So that's a partnership, right? That's a team. It's working well together. So that's what, you know, we're fighting for, you know, getting more farmers working together. Everyone gets to do what they love to do, and everybody starts to win. And together, you know, we are able to supply great meat, great food to Americans across the country. You know, we say Freedom Farms, where Americans buy their meat. And it's really at some point where American farmers come together so that Americans can eat American meat. You know, I mean, the fact that we have to go as a nation overseas to import meat, like lamb is such an imported meat. A lot of the grass-fed beef in this country is imported from Australia, from New Zealand, from Uruguay. I mean, we have a lot of customers that say, oh, I used to buy my meat at Whole Foods. And I said, yeah, well, why don't you look and see where that meat came from? And then they see it, Uruguay and all these different, you know, countries. And they're like, oh my gosh. And I said, do you know that there's just fantastic, you know, beef right here in the USA, most specifically New York? Like, it's here. And I'll say, you know, I'll be the first to say it. New York, you know, on a lot of fronts has a lot of problems, but great cattle is not one of them. Great dairy farms is not one of them. You know, small farms is not one of them. We have a lot of great small farms up here. Politically, we're a disaster, but on the front of animals, we're doing pretty good, and in the world of agriculture, I think we're doing pretty good. But again, I think today's big lesson is we got to work together. We got to help each other, and it's the farmer's job and the farmer's credo and mission and creed in general to feed America. And that's what we need to do, right? With all these imports, we've allowed the imports to happen. You know, we've allowed great, beautiful tractors to be made overseas, and you know, this is our doing as a country, unfortunately. And it's really sad because we have some great craftsmen. We have, you know, amazing resources in our country here, and to go overseas for those things is just bizarre, especially on the animal front and the import of meats. Why are we importing meats? It's absolutely bizarre. Like I want to say I read something a few weeks ago that said, like, the American lamb herd, not only is the beef herd down and at its lowest level since like the 1950s or 1960s, but the American lamb herd is at like 11 million, when at one point it was like 30-40 million. So, you know, don't quote me on those exact numbers, but there was such a gap from where we are now to where we once were, and that's so terrible. And then you start looking at the pork. You know, again, we have a lot of customers that are like, I don't eat pork anymore, I'm so disgusted over the pork. And then they try our pork and they're like, wow, this reminds me of when I was a kid. This reminds me of when I grew up in X country, and we had this great pork. And that's because this is American pork, right? This is not imported pork. This isn't pork that's owned by you know, some Chinese farm, right? Or Chinese owned entity. You know, this is pork that's raised outside and is in the elements, and, you know, is just well tended to, well cared for pork as a result of well cared for pigs. So that's the idea here. You know, how could we be better farmers? How could we farm better together? You know, how could we continue to provide amazing customers amazing meats? And if we can do that, this state of American agriculture is just going to get better and better. So that's the whole idea. That's why we got into this. We're excited to inspire others to take a chance and take a risk and get involved with this. I mean, what a great life for those with kids. What a great life for those that had a career already and are looking to get get something going, get closer to the land. It's a good life. It's very fulfilling. It's very rewarding, and that's why we do what we do. Is it easy? Absolutely not. Probably one of the hardest things you'll ever do. But at the end of the day, the reward is extremely high, and high rewards usually come from high effort. So high effort, put the effort in, get the reward, reap the rewards. And that's what it's all about. So anyway, that's my message today. Let's work together. Let's keep American farms going. Let's keep American farmland. And let's make sure that we all are supporting the bigger mission here. So that's what I got. It was great hanging with everybody today. We're back. We're going to spend more time outside now that the skies are blue. And if you ever need meat sent to your house, wearefreedomfarms.com. Head on over to wearefreedomfarms.com. We got Joel Salatin coming to the farm in July 20th. We'd love to have you guys here. You can go to wearefreedomfarms.com / go to the store, and you could go to the events section and you'll be able to sign up for that. We're gonna have a great intimate day with Joel. It's gonna be fantastic. I'll put a link down below. And I had somebody get on me saying, you wait till the end to talk about Joel. And the show is not about Joel. I just want to let everyone know that he's going to be here and we're going to have a great day together. And I want to invite you to be here with us. And so go easy on us here. We're doing our best. And that's what we got. So we hope you guys can make it. We hope to host you here at the farm. And let's have a great day. Let's have a great night. Let's have a great life. And let's keep American farms going strong. Buy American. Buy off your farm. Buy from your farmers. And if you need help on where to buy, you can go to wearefreedomfarms.com. And we'll see you soon. All right? Give us a like. Give us a thumbs up. Give us your comments down below. We keep it real. We keep it transparent. We keep it honest. And we'll see you guys soon. See ya.